Hi chat, welcome to the stream. How y'all doing today? This is a different part of the playlist. This song's got some bops to it. Michaela's here. Hello, Michaela. Let's see, it is Monday, March 22nd of 2021, and I have officially been at my new job for exactly a month now, which is fucking wild to me. It does not at all feel like it's been a month. Um, but I guess that's the way things work out. Today we're drinking Saranac. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's a s'mores porter. Um, Juice and I were walking through the Bevmo, and I was like, "This looks interesting. Do you think it's delicious?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's probably delicious." So we're gonna see if it is awful or good today. But anyway, how y'all doing today? It's auto update day, so we'll be taking a look at that. I assume it went well because I got a whole fuck ton. Oh, I forgot to fill up my water. Shit. Well, I'll have to do that pretty soon into the stream. Um, so we'll have to look at that. Oh, it's really good. Oh, it's really good. We made a good choice. But let me say hi to everyone. Michaela was first today. Jamie Pratt's here. Ethan Typing, good to see you. James Boyan, welcome back. Good to see you. The Endless River is here. D. Dels says, "Uh-oh, Monday night stream can't be anything good, right?" I assume it'll be fine. Find out. Hopefully the auto scaling worked. I mean, it worked well last time. I'm hoping it works the same today as well. Grab his iPad. Hello, hello. Good to see you. MindGet RWX. Hello, hello. Good to see you. It's 5 p.m. local time. Yes, it is indeed in the Bay Area. Ken Biko, good to see you. Mahamdi, hello, hello. The other show says first dollar coming in. Oh, I mean, I already got my first paycheck like a couple weeks ago. Paychecks are weird in the US. They're very usual. At least in tech, they're usually bi-weekly. Which, yeah, I don't know why, but and they're not like they're sets of bi-weekly. So like I got a paycheck my first week, despite like not working there for 2 weeks. But that's the way things go. Lil Dyer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Alrighty then. Actually, before we get started, someone opened an issue on Predicament CI, so I might as well just address it immediately. Since we're gonna not worry about that for now. Predicament CI intentionally does not allow network access at runtime for free tier, as this is easy to abuse, miners, etc. This may be offered in the pro tier in the future, but for now, make sure any installation is done at install time instead of at runtime. I knew that immediately from connection pool. I didn't bother reading the rest of it. Question. Do they actually link their output? What is nitpick? Why does it download something from GitHub on runtime? What the fuck is this? Nitpick. There, I fixed it. There isn't actually a good way to get to GitHub from from this URL, if I remember correctly. Oh wait, you can get to the pull request from here. I can just go to here. There we go. Which is this thing? What are you, nitpick? What language are you? Python. Yeah, why do you download shit from the internet on install or runtime? Whatever. That's their problem to figure out, not mine. But anyway, D-Del says my new job is the 15th and last day of the month, which is also strange. Huh. That's weird. I guess they split up their pay periods. Huh. I guess it makes sense. Ciao, papaya! It's been so long. Good to see you. How you doing? We only get paid after 4 weeks here. Interesting. James White says, wait, I can't change the type of variable in place, but need to reassign it. Yes, MyPy, unless you're doing a strict narrowing, it does not allow you to cast away the type to some invalid type. You can narrow a type, so if it starts like optional int, you can turn it into just int. But otherwise, it'll forbid you from doing that. It was actually one of the things that surprised, or like, I think was the hardest to get used to in MyPy was that particular behavior. Because I don't know. I should probably link that into another issue. Probably, maybe. Did I already fix? Oh, this one's a bug in Git. This is a bug in GitHub. This one I still haven't fixed. I guess I don't have a thing for it yet. But anyway. You can always cast through any, of course. Yeah, that's true. Just make all types any. Easy. Fixed. Done. That's how I write TypeScript, right? Colon any, colon any, colon any. It's a union of stir and dict, and I assert it's a dict, but then need to cast it to a specific dict stir stir because I use an if statement afterwards. Yeah, that makes sense. Also, you have to worry about covariance as well, which makes it even harder to reason about because then you have to. Dict is not a covariant type. Is that what it is? I don't know. Ethan knows this shit better than I do. I used to know all the covariance, contravariance, whatever rules. I don't anymore. DirectX34, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I just follow what MyPy tells me to do. It's usually like, you probably want sequence, and thanks, MyPy, I'll use sequence. All right, let's look at SQS. See how the auto update went today. You know, construction's actually not going right now, so I think I can turn on normal audio. Watch they'll start up right afterwards. Okay, so these are zeros. That is good. Let's see how this queue went. This one, we always expect to have a spike and then it to go down, linearly. Monitoring. And go to 12 hours. There's our spike. 1100 queued. Yeah, looks pretty good. Finished in about a little less than an hour. So decent trajectory here. It's interesting that it's not a constant slope. Like you can see there's some like faster bits in some places. My guess is that those are either smaller pre-commit configs or more cached stuff or no ops. That's probably no ops. That would be my guess. I don't know. Kind of neat. But pretty consistently doing like more than 14, like probably averaging around somewhere around 20 messages per minute. So it's a good rate. And I think I can actually parallelize this. So I looked at the GitHub API stuff for this, and the rate limit is per installation, not per app. So this makes it so I can do a lot more parallel stuff here. I thought I had to do this serially, so that's why it's configured to do serially now. But I think I can set it to, 2 or 3 workers and get away with it. But anyway, that's the auto update. The other thing that we want to look at is the run queue, and I know today's run queue triggered a lot of runs because Pi upgrade and auto pep 8 upgraded. And anyone lagging from last week would have gotten upgrades as well. But if we look at the run queue, we'll also look at SQS. There's several spikes here. This is actually not so good. This is 13 minutes behind. Although Age of Oldest message is not necessarily a good indicator, although that is, it looks like, yeah, it looks like that's maybe not the best. Okay, so this is the auto update period here. And these graphs look pretty close to each other. This is when auto update starts. This is presumably when yeah, I don't know. This is not the best. But let's see what EC2 did here. It's possible that I need to change the max size of my ASG to be higher because it's confused. It's like topped out at 5 right now, which is not super big. Mostly because I haven't really thought about this, but let's see. Monitoring 12 hours. Interesting. It actually scaled down in the middle. That's kind of wild. Oh, wait. 16 to 17. No. It stayed scaled up until it was done. Okay, so that's actually good. So, it reached full capacity and stayed there. Let's match this up against... Let's see, is there actually a way... view in metrics. Is there a way that I can view that against the queue size as well? That would be cool to see both those at the same time. And then maybe I could make an automated dashboard for this. Then I could just see all the stuff at the same time. Let's see. Approximate number. We want messages visible in the run queue. Run. Approximate. This isn't sorted. Metric name. Approximate number of messages visible. Here we go. On this metric. Interesting. Okay, so it spiked up and then we're at full capacity here. That drove the queue down. And oh, it didn't even keep up here. So maybe I need to set the max size a little bit higher. But yeah, this is an interesting little graph here. So you can see we're at size 2. This is when auto update starts. This doesn't quite reach 10, so it didn't cause it to scale up here. And it handled all those messages. And then here it reaches 10 right about... Actually, this is the first time it would have triggered scale up. So then it scaled up to 3, and then why did it take so long to get to 4? This is like 4. Didn't scale up very fast. That's weird. Maybe I need to reduce the timeout, because I guess the timeout, yeah, it should have scaled up faster than that. But I don't know. We do know that it. We do know that. Oops. We do know that changing the scale up number causes it to scale faster. So maybe we do that. Change the cooldown on that. Oh, I'm so far behind on chat. Let me check up and catch up on chat first. Let's make all types any. Oh yeah, we read that already. I'm not sure what you mean by in place. Ethan is Ethan typing after all. Yeah. Looks like Nitpick allows arbitrary style from a given URL that they're using for a style guide. Weird. Sounds like they should do that statically. Because a URL is gonna change all the time. But yeah, anyway. Alexa, good to see you. Hello, hello. Walker Codes, hello, hello. Sibilance says I'm on your terminal. Indeed, you are, Sibilance. You are right here on my terminal. Because I have Twitch chat in my terminal. It's pretty neat, huh? Ethan says, this is my first week where all of my pigment CIs are all green. Wow, mine are usually pretty green. What sort of stuff have you run into? Like, huh. Yeah, I'd be curious to learn what problems you've run into in the auto updates. Are the auto updates web scale now? Almost. Not quite though. They're almost web scale. We didn't quite catch up to the queue in either of these places. But I think I need to do 2 things. One, I need to increase the maximum to 6. Although If I increased the maximum to 6, it would have just jumped up to 6 and stayed there for this whole time, and then this wouldn't have bumped as high. Maybe I don't actually care. And these got processed almost immediately, so the auto-update ended at 1717, 1718, 1717, so like right in here. This is where auto-update finished, and it took 2 minutes to catch up. So maybe I don't need to scale up anymore. But I should scale up faster, so let's scale up faster. ESG runner. Default cooldown 60. Let's change that to 30 and see what that does. So I think for cooldown what that does is it does a changing capacity. Because the weird thing is this is blue is desired capacity, right? Yeah, this is desired capacity. And the weird thing is this is the alarm should have fired on every point from here onwards. So as soon as it got to 16 here, it's over 10. So it should have fired here and increased the desired capacity, and it should be 1 per minute because that's what my cooldown is set at. But it stayed here for 4 minutes before it scaled up another one. And then this stayed here at 4 minutes before it scaled up another one. So there's something weird going on here where it's like 240 seconds instead of 60 seconds. Quite know. Like maybe it scales up and then waits a minute, then it waits for a bootstrap, which can take like a minute and a half. That could be what it's doing. Anyway, I'm gonna change this to 30. See if that improves things. Move the run.FIFO to the right axis, that'll help you correlate more. Like this? Oh, dope! This is way better. Okay. I'm bad at graphs. Thank you, DDelsp. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. Okay, this is cool. Also took forever to, I guess scale down is, it's over I guess forever. Forever, it took 5 minutes. Actually, this is exactly how I configured it. It's not supposed to scale down unless it sees 0 for 5 minutes, and so then it scales down. Although, I find it weird that the scale down, the cooldown is immediate. The scale up is this weird step function. I don't know what's going on with this. That's strange to me. The second Y-axis costs extra. No, yeah. Premium Anthony window manager content. It's true, it's true. Hey, what's up, NoSQL Know-How? Hello, hello. Good to see you. My stuff is broken because of environment stuff, not actually, not pre-commit green. Oh, cool. Nice, nice, nice. Courier says white theme. Oh, on GitHub or on Amazon? Does Amazon even have a dark theme? I don't even know. Juicebox Hero. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Vettel says, whoa, when did you get the staff button? I don't have a staff button, but Juice has always had a staff button. You can't disable the staff button. It doesn't show up, it doesn't show up here if I recall correctly, just because Streamlabs is shitty. But it does show up on the normal Twitch chat. Anthunk learns CloudWatch, yeah. Hey, what's up, Vettel? Wait, I said hi to you. I'll say hi to you again. How's it going, Vettel? Probably want to graph the approximate age of the oldest message on it. So I actually don't care about oldest message. The reason is it throttles. It throttles to a single run per user. So age of oldest message might be way higher than a value that you care about to graph because it's limited to one concurrent run per user because it's free tier. I mean, it's useful to look at, but it's not the value it's not the metric I care about. I could add it in here though, just to show you. Approximate, where is it? Age of oldest message. Oh, this didn't sort again. Ugh. We add that in there. And then I want to put that one on this axis. Yeah. So I don't care about this metric at all. This metric isn't important. But yeah. A lot easier to stop things quickly than start it. Yeah, but the alarm should fire at the same rate. Was what I'm confused about. Like, I understand the start time takes a while, but it shouldn't stop it from trying to change the desired capacity. If I understand correctly. But I don't know. I'm gonna change it to 30 seconds, see if that improves things. We'll look at it again next week. Reduce cooldown. I mean, this is mostly experimental. Like, try and figure out what the ASG cooldown does. Because I don't really know. So fuck it, we'll try and improve. Runner ASG further. Because it used to be 300, and now it's 60. And it'll be 30 soon. Does ADOS have a limit to the number of instances to scale by until the desired capacity is reached? Yeah, but I'm nowhere near the limits. You can scale by like 10s or 50s. But I'm dealing with I'm not dealing with like actual web scale numbers. I'm dealing with like 2 to 5 T2 micros, like little teeny baby babby instances. Is Terraform forcing it to 2 instances until it reaches that amount? So 2 is the minimum. I've set it to the minimum being 2. That way, a couple of reasons. That way, when I run a deploy, it doesn't take down the whole thing for some time because instance refresh is bugged. If you only have one instance, instance refresh will do down then up, which you don't want because it causes downtime. So 2 is just to give it some amount of redundancy if one of the instances were to fail. I think it's really unlikely that both of them fail at the same time. I also have my autoscaling group configured so that both of those instances end up in different availability zones, so that I avoid those problems as well. Calber Madarallen. I definitely pronounced that wrong, but thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, thing with availability zones is it gives more partition tolerance. Is that what it is? I don't know. The one where like if a certain part of the region went down, I would more likely still have a running instance. But yeah, Coder says, how long do you plan on streaming for? Until I die? I don't know. Until it's no longer fun? Forever. No, like this stream. I know, I was just messing with you. I don't know. I usually stream for about 3 hours, something like that. Till you go to bed. Yeah, pretty much. Fadajin, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well. Nice keyboard. I'm glad you like it. If you want to find your own version of it, you can do Bang Keyboard. Where's Tofu? Tofu's with Juice Bunks right now. Juice hasn't gone on vacation yet, so I don't have a Tofu yet, but I'm gonna have Tofu soon. I don't remember what day that is, but at some point. She's under my desk. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we'll have Tofu over here. And then we'll have a little bit puppy stream. And then you can change the category to just sleeping. Oh, when I go to bed, yeah, I see. So Juice, why is there a just sleeping category? Because I'm pretty sure that's against terms. Is that Ubuntu 2004? Kind of. It's Ubuntu 2004, but it is also Windows. Playing her ukulele. Uh-oh. I thought I had a sneeze, and then it's just gone. Ugh. I hate when that happens. Same window. On some cheesy way to delete a key out of a dictionary and return that dictionary in the same line. There is not a way to do that, as far as I know. I guess you could do it with chaining of or That wouldn't work if the dictionary becomes empty as a result of a pop, though, or if you pop the item and it's non-truthy. Actually, no, it would work if the dictionary becomes empty. It would not work if you pop a non-truthy value, though. Little says, can you play anything on the ukulele, or are you just starting out? I don't know. Why does a dog have a ukulele? I used to know how to play ukulele a little bit. Not very much. Not good enough. But a few little songs. My brother and I went to Hawaii when we were like, I think I was 10 and he was 8. Actually, when did Fire Red Leaf Green come out? In Japan. 2004. So I would have been 13. Okay, so I was 13 and my brother was 11. Which puts us a little bit older than I remembered. Really? This date seems... Oh, 2004? I'd have been in 8th grade? I guess that maybe works out. 2004? Yeah. Okay, we went to Hawaii in 2004. And what is even the context of the story? I've completely forgotten the context of the story. Oh, ukulele. Yeah, and we were in Hawaii, so you play ukuleles, I guess. And so my brother and I learned a few songs. It's pretty easy because it's very similar to violin in a way, but also not. It's more, I don't know. It's kind of like a mix between violin and guitar in a way, due to the chords. Where the fuck? Fiddling with a bottle opener and dropped it. But yeah, it's pretty easy to pick up. Also, the strings, unlike guitar strings, ukulele strings are really easy to push down, so you don't have to have like calluses or whatever. I guess I'm talking about acoustic guitar, because electric guitar is pretty easy as well. But acoustic guitar, man, it fucking hurts to play acoustic guitar unless you played it for a long time. But yeah, anyway, ukulele. There's just sleeping category? Yeah, exactly. There is. Indeed. Ludwig's sleeping and people are just throwing money. Does that actually happen? Excuse me. Is 2104 coming out early in the month or like right at the end? It usually comes out right in the middle. Anything definitely just farted? No, didn't happen. It can be go. I tried to sneeze though, and it just didn't happen for some reason. I want new stuff, but I also want LTS. 2104 is not an LTS, so 2204 will be the next LTS. But yeah, usually they release in April and what, October? 10? Yeah, October. I had it count onto months. James Wayne says, what kind of black magic? Alright, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. Pop and return dict key. You can do dict.pop key or dict. And this will work. Pop. As long as the value from that key is truthy. So you can do print, pop, and return foobar as womp. And we're gonna pop the foo key. Wait. Oh wait, this is truthy. So you gotta do not? Oh god, what have I done? Yeah, anyway, there we go. Oh, actually you could do... Oh, you could make it... This works too. Actually, you could probably do this to make it always work. Let's try setting foo to false. Yeah. Okay, so here you go. Glorious hacks. But this expression will remove a key from a dictionary and return that Wiktionary. I assume later rather than earlier. Yeah, it's usually around like the 15th to the 20th. Alexa says, "Can you play Despacito?" How many people's Alexas just played Despacito? Kamiko says, "How's your violins going, by the way?" Are you talking about violin or violence? I haven't played my violin in a while. It sits in the other room, so I don't think about it. When I don't think about it, I don't play it, which sucks. But carbon dating life events based on Pokemon release. It's true. I don't know that I have any other like life events based on Pokemon. The reason that I really remember that one is Fire and Leaf Green was one of my favorite games, and it had just released in Japan, and my brother and I were trying, because I don't know, Hawaii has a lot of Japanese culture, and so my brother and I were trying really hard to find Japanese imports of the games in Hawaii, but we failed to find them. But we looked at a bunch of places, and we actually went to literally a Japanese game shop. Like they had that in Hawaii. It was kind of cool. But they didn't have Fire and Leaf Green, so that's the only reason I remember that. I actually don't remember any of the release dates of any of the other games. I guess. Okay, I have like a couple other life events based on Pokemon games. So that's not entirely true. Like I remember playing. I remember shiny hunting for Pokemon in Diamond and Pearl in pre-calculus class in the back of the class because it was fucking easy, even though I wasn't supposed. Man, pre-calc was actually really funny. Pre-calc at my high school had a prerequisite of Algebra 2, and I was like, no, I don't want to do Algebra 2. And they're like, you have to take Algebra 2. And I was like, I don't want to do Algebra 2. I want to just jump to pre-calc. And they're like, no, you have to do Algebra 2. And I was like, what if I do them at the same time? And they're like, you're not supposed to, but because you asked so nicely. And so they scheduled me into Algebra 2 and Pre-Calc at the same time, even though one was a prerequisite for the other class. And turns out all I had to teach myself in order to do Pre-Calc was fractional exponentiation. That was literally the only thing that I would have learned in Algebra 2 that I didn't already know. So I taught myself fractional exponentiation and took both the classes at the same time. And then pre-calc was so easy that I just played Pokemon instead. And the other Pokemon-related life event that I remember is the release of X and Y, because it was such like a cultural event for, I guess, Pokemon Go. That was also a Pokemon-related life event. But it was like such a cultural event at the time because it was like the first 3DS game, and it was kind of a big deal. Pokemon Go, yeah, that was also a thing too. Okay, you're right. You got me, Kamiko. I do that. Codir says, what is your brother doing now? I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a long time. Michaela says, fapping. She says, it's super easy. I learned 4 songs in an hour because I play guitar and violin. Yeah, well, that would fucking do it. What's the best code name? Oh man, I really liked, what was it, Zesty Zebra? Go to code names. There's been some good ones. Why are you taking forever to load? Please load. What are you doing? I'm gonna load you again another tab. We're gonna race these 2 tabs. And they're gonna load at the same time because lol. Oh, Zesty Zap. Yakety Yak. This is by far the best fucking name. No other one will get better than Yakety Yak. This is the best name. Best name, hands down. Nothing's beating that. Yeah. Yakety Yak. Yakety Yak. Yeah, nothing will ever come close to that. And unfortunately, it was just a short-lived .10 release. Not even one of the longer releases. Fucking yeah. We could have had Yakety Yak for 1604, but no. Alphabets, man. Yakety Yak. That is the best one, by far. Dix.pop. What did I get bonked for? What? I wish C++'s pops functions return the item. Yeah, that would be pretty nice. But then you have to do like peek and pop instead. Why not return a tuple and the popped value and the Wiktionary? Oh yeah, that's another way you could do it. You could do this dict.pop key dict1. You do that. That's another way you could do that. De Morgan's Law strikes again and Dana Dean Walker codes. Oh god, what is this emote thing you put together? I like it. Good job, JB Pratt. De Morgan's Law, we just talked about that for 2 seconds in math and logic class. Oh, De Morgan's, pretty good. It's about distributing not operators, essentially, across parentheses. Matt Fisher says, I'm Puerto Rican and Despacito was a mistake. I love it. Moribor says, hi guys, what's the correct type hints for arguments of class dict keys? Yes, so if I recall correctly, you can do import types, non-typing types. Takes dict keys. Value. I think it's types dot dict keys type. I think. Let's see. Values and print. We can actually just abuse this already. Dot keys. You can also use abstract set. That's probably the easier one. Let's see. Is it in typing? Typing. It might be key view in typing, now that I think about it. Keys view. Okay, I'm wrong. It is typing from typing, import keys view. Oops. And then key view stir. But abstract set is another way you can do that. Key view is not defined. Oh, it's keys view. Key view, keys view. Yes. And then we need to mypy to prove it. Keep install mypy. Yes. Okay, so mypy is okay with keys view. You can also use abstract set. Abstract set. Because a keys view acts like a set. Abstract sets. Why you gotta stop playing? I think this also works. Yep. So you can use either abstract set or keys view. Good question. The semantic says I jumped from algebra 2 to pre-calc. Well, algebra 2 is supposed to be the prereq. Yeah. The release of XMY didn't happen during algebra 1. Yeah, doing the French pronunciation for pre-calc. Pokemon Go ruined Niantic's previous game, Ingress. Yeah, I mean they're essentially the same. Like Pokemon Go was just a reskinned Ingress, essentially. Go says, how come stuff doesn't load until you open in another tab? So my guess is what was blocking. Oh, the tabs are gone now. My guess is what was blocking that there was a DNS request. And as soon as the DNS request went through, then it was able to load in the other tab. But yeah. Yeah. That would be my guess there. But I don't particularly know. Dennis says, is that Edge browser? No, this is Chrome. I use Chrome when streaming. I use oh no! No. I have a very particular browser size and I just fucked it up. I use Firefox normally. This seems too tall. Fuck. Alexa says, any reason to use SHAs to pin base images in Docker? Ah, yes, the age-old question of whether to have reproducible Docker images builds or not. There are trade-offs. I'll put on my, senior engineer hat and be like, well, there are trade-offs between pinning and not pinning your Docker base images. Let's see, I've been at 3 companies now. Stripe, well, 3 companies that dealt with Docker. Stripe does not pin their base images, but only uses internally promoted base images. So in theory, one could break the base image and break all the builds, but we won't discuss that. Lyft strictly pinned every single image, which was great because it meant if you cloned a repository and it had built before, you could build it and it would still work. Yelp also did not pin base images, but Yelp was a little bit loosey-gooseier about base image breakage. I mean, it's possible Lyft or Stripe does too, but I just haven't been there long enough to really experience. Although, then again, Stripe doesn't really use Docker all that much. They just use it for production, and you don't really notice it at all in development. But yeah, Yelp's, God, they're all fucked up in my head. I can't really think about any of the 3 companies without being like, Strilift, Yelp, Remu! Thank you for the raid! Welcome, raiders! Oh no. Oh no. Remu's here. Thank you for the raid! Welcome, welcome. What were you working on today, Remu? It's good to see you. How you been? If you don't know Remu's usually working on Rust? I feel like last time I watched your stream it was Rust. It's been a while though. I'm sorry. I've been super busy. I was learning how to use WebGL from Rust. See, I wasn't wrong, chat. I wasn't wrong. Remu writes Rust. It's good to see you again. How have you been? But yeah, I was just talking about the trade-offs between pinning images, base images in Docker. And on one end, you get repeatability, which means that you can take an image and rebuild it from source and have a deterministic output from it, assuming all of your intermediate steps are deterministic. If that's value to you, then I would recommend pinning your base images very, very strictly. It also has some like security benefits in that you're not, mysteriously getting new code and that sort of stuff. But it can be a lot more convenient to just have floating base images and strict guidelines about backwards compatibility with those floating base images, and other ways to vet the security of them, like preventing outside Docker pulls. But yeah, it's trade-offs, and I think at the end of the day, you kind of need to build some infrastructure around either way that you do that. Morning Sci-Fi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Code is too readable. Why not take some tips from that code I posted earlier on Discord? Oh no. How many lines of code do you usually work with at work? Are you asking how large the work code bases are? Or how much plus minus do I write at work per day? Those are 2 very different questions. I'll just say that I don't think I can actually tell you the number of lines of code at Stripe. I can tell you about, repository size at like Lyft and Yelp to some extent, because they have publicly published information about those. I will tell you that Stripe is I've worked in 2 code bases at Stripe that are larger than any other code base I have ever worked in, ever. The repository at Yelp, though, that was the largest, was about 5 million lines of Python, 1 million lines of JavaScript, and a handful of lines of other stuff. And I think the largest code base I worked with at Lyft was 100,000 lines. Lyft was very much microservices and microrepos, so. But Stripes is several orders of magnitude larger. And monorepos, because that's how Stripe is set up. Spartan Gator says, I still don't understand the why of Python types. It actually makes the code less readable. I don't agree with that. And doesn't even add any optimizations because no JIT or anything. Have you checked out MyPyC, Spartan Gator? MyPyC can take typed code and make it go brrr real fast. Kamiko says, chatbot improvement idea, create a sentiment analysis model for lewdness and run it against someone's messages in chat. Boom, you've got autopunk. That actually sounds amazing. If somebody wants to do that, feel free to send a pull request, and we will determine the horniness of my viewers and it'll just be like if Michaela return 100. That'll be the baseline, and you can just adjust the model from there. And you use Babby for a bunch of lines. Yeah, I use Babby for everything. He read it way too late for it to make sense. Oh no. Oh no. No, I know what you meant, Michaela. You were talking about the terrible code that I wrote in the dict popping stuff. Forces you to write better code, catches some bugs, and provides better completions and IDs. Yeah, exactly. You said exponential fractation. Oh. I don't know. Huh. I want to learn more about DNS. Oh, I feel like the D in DNS stands for disaster. the disaster naming service. Dave Cubs, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, I guess I should introduce myself because it was a raid. Yes, my name is Anthony. I have been drinking today, so I'm a little bit silly. I primarily work on Python stuff. I maintain a lot of important open source things. If you've heard of Flake8 or PyTest or Talks or Precommit or Dead Snakes or fuck what else? I don't know, a whole bunch of other stuff. I've created and or maintained and or I'm a core dev of a bunch of those things. I don't particularly like Python, but I do write a lot of it, so that's me. Today is auto update day, so I was looking at some AWS metrics for oh no, where did the good graph go? Oh, here's the good graph go. JSCov and Hamadal Faisal, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. Good to see you. But yeah, we were looking at the graphs for my little startup-y thing called Precommit CI. The idea behind Precommit CI is it is a wrapper around the Precommit Git hooks linter code formatter runner framework thing. The basic idea, like the main idea around it, or like the reason I wanted to build it, is you set up your developer tool, and then your developer tool also runs as a CI step, which can auto fix your pull requests. It also goes very, very fast compared to other free CI systems, and it can cache stuff, which makes it really easy to set up, and makes it super fast. It'll also auto update your configuration as well. But yeah, that's Precommit CI, and that's what these graphs are today. Today is the auto update day, so you can see how Precommit CI will auto change these to newer versions, and it does this against everyone who has installed stuff. And so you can see from this graph here. Well, actually, do we have the other graph? We don't have the other graph. We can open the other graph. Basically, I enqueue an update job for every single repository that is currently configured, and that, if it bumps things to newer versions, that will trigger a bunch of runs. And so this is kind of, in a way, a weekly load test of Precommit CI. Fortunately, all the components, pretty much all the components that matter, scale, auto scale. So you can see here we enqueued 1,100 jobs and, burned those down over an hour, and that caused, in turn, several thousand runs, or I guess several hundreds of runs. Probably not everyone updated, but probably, I don't know, 30 or 40%. So probably 300 or 400 runs got triggered. I actually don't have good metrics for run throughput. But I plan to build those at some point. Metrics are always an afterthought. It's a terrible mentality, but it's kind of true. But anyway, this is the blue is the auto scaling part of this, and the orange is the backlog. So it didn't quite scale up as fast as I wanted it to, and so that's what I'm adjusting here as well. Dave Coops says Python is the best. I mean, it's all right. Gets the job done. Alexa says, but you're also not getting security fixes. That's true. Yeah, if you don't have floating stuff, you don't have security fixes, unless you're taking extra effort to security fix stuff. So what we did at Lyft was we had a weekly job that would bump the base images and then go down the graph of images, and you'd bump at the top, then you bump at the second layer, then you bump at the third layer, then you bump at the bottom layer. And so you would at worst be a week behind security bumps, which was within the security team's SLA. Because God, actually doing security updates with a higher than a 1 week SLA was just completely out of reach for anything reasonable. Vettel says Anthony is a solid 5-liner a day. Maybe 5 PRs a day, Vettel. What is more scale, lift or stripe? I actually don't know Stripe's request volume, so yeah, I don't know. I do know like dollar volume, but also Lyft does all of their payments through Stripe, so Stripe's dollar volume is necessarily larger than Lyft's. But yeah, I actually don't know. I don't know the request volumes of Stripe, so I don't know them relatively. From a guess, I would guess that Lyft does more web traffic or more HPR traffic, not web traffic necessarily, and more write traffic. That would be my guess. I don't actually know the answer though. Curious if you work with large code bases with no language server. Yeah, I just use Babby. It works fine. I'm good at GitCrep. You should drink some more. I should grab some water and I should grab another beer. So I'm gonna do that. I will be right back, even though I'm 4 minutes behind on chat. And then I'll catch up on chat. I'll see you in a bit. I'll be right back. Hello. But yeah, this beer is delicious, so I'm definitely gonna have another one. For those of you that did not see at the beginning of the stream when I showed off the beer, we are drinking Saranax S'more Porter. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, Noodle's upside down today. I didn't even remember that I did that. But anyway, there's Noodle upside down. Yeah. But anyway, there's a. It's not as fizzy as the other beers that I had, so it's more of a like down the middle type of pour. Anyway, it's got a little head. I remember my grandfather poured this one beer and it was mostly foam, and he goes, "This beer gives good head." Bless his soul. Didn't. I feel like he should have known what he was saying, but I feel like he didn't because I don't know. My name is Anthony, and I am important. What is your favorite language? I really like the syntax and features of C#. I don't get to write it very often though. Hey, what's up, Banyar? Hello. Good to see you and welcome back. Recursive Chat says, what's the word to describe that you wrote the software/et from the start or resume? I think I use creator. Let me see what I wrote in my resume. I can't show you my resume because it has personally identifiable information on it, though. Let's see. That's 2020. Oh, is this the one? Maybe that's this year. Let's see. Open source. For pre-commit, I used creator as the subtext. I guess if I scroll this out of view, then I can show you. Can I show you this? Oh, this is so risky. Yeah, I guess I can show you that. Oh, maybe I can't. Yeah, I use creator. For Dead Snakes, I use primary maintainer. For PyTest, I use core maintainer. For Talks, I use core maintainer. For Flake8, I use primary maintainer. For PyFlakes and PyCodeStyle, I use maintainer. And for libsass Python, I use primary maintainer. But yeah, creator is what I used for pre-commit. KMD says, if you don't like Python, what do you like? So here's the thing. I feel like most code is just kind of garbage. And most programming languages are kind of bad. And a lot of them are bad in the same ways. I don't know. I don't know if there's ever going to be a good programming language, because they're always going to have some sort of problems in some way or another. I don't know. He loves Ruby. Don't listen to what anyone else says. Oh, not Ruby. anything but Ruby. Ruby is so influential. Unfortunately, it's become the Rails language. I feel like Ruby would not have been a popular programming language if it weren't for Rails. I feel like Rails is the only reason that Ruby was successful. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh god, what the fuck? Okay, so my coaster stuck to the bottom of my beer and like suctioned on there, so when I picked it up, oh, I can't get it to happen again. When I picked it up, the coaster came with it. And that's what the loud clattering was. Statistic to sum. Oh, are you saying here instead of doing average, I should do sum? They're 1 minute, so it doesn't actually change anything. But yeah. Jay Soros says, dude, I literally had a dream about CloudWatch. Oh my god. When you're having dreams about an individual AWS service. I would like to laugh at that and say that it hasn't happened to me. Oh my god, I've dreamt about ECR. I've dreamt about Route 53. I hate to admit it, but yeah, sometimes you dream about Amazon services. Usually it's about them burning. It's not like, oh, look at that. Look at that smooth S3 there. Oh, that S3 is so dreamy. No, it's never like that. It's always like, oh god, ECR's on fire. Oh no, the site's down. Like, it's never good dreams about AWS services. I bet you did you have falafels at Lyft? Oh my god. I don't know why I still don't know why. I feel like now that I'm a month in, it's too late for me to be like, so why is it called falafel? I guess I could tick around on the wiki and find the answer. Angel Knight says, are the Breakman CI auto-update PRs triggered manually? No. This is entirely automated. All of this happened here automatically. Where's the graph? This is, yeah, see how it goes from 0 to 1.1k? This is every repository that's configured in Precament CI. Gets a weekly one. What code says, have you looked at build packs as a way to sidestep security vulnerabilities in base images? Build packs. Is this the new build packs? Docker. I don't know. Oh, this is, okay, so the idea behind build packs is, or at least the concept, this is the like Heroku concept, is that your application code is a small subset of the actual code, and you insert that into a floating build pack base. It's akin to having a floating base image and just sticking your stuff on top. But yeah, that's kind of like a floating base image, at least in the way that it works. You run into some issues with, like, if your base image ever changes enough that it's not perfect, but it looks so tasty. Yeah, it's pretty good. That has to be the most American beer. Yeah, and actually, there's a little thing that I think is hilarious. Distinctive tasting, yet truly drinkable. Like, what the fuck? What is that supposed to mean? Truly drinkable. Yeah, it's 6.2, so it's a little. Bonk Anthony's grandpa. Yeah, it's true. It's fair. Yeah. I can smell this beer. Yeah, it fucking smells like s'mores. It's so good. Isn't your full name on your GitHub? Yeah, it is, but my phone number and my address is not on my GitHub, Coder. Desu says, hi, I see that you're doing some sort of ETL/distributed tasks. Not really an ETL, but okay. But when I tried following big data tutorials, I've never hit a point where using all of those big data tools was more efficient than a single beefy computer with fairly limited RAM. Yeah. I think that's true for 99.9% of data ETL tutorials. I feel like most people don't need distributed systems. I agree that adding distributed systems adds a lot of complexity and doesn't necessarily solve a lot of problems. That said, I'm not trying to build a huge scaled system. I'm just trying to make a cheap system. And for me, there's a few parts of this system that make it make sense for how I've designed it. One is that I'm optimizing for very, very small instance types, and for single tenant execution, and for throttled throughput. So I have a series of constraints that make this problem make a lot of sense for how I've designed it. Because it's a CI system, so it only has a single entry point, and the valuable metric is time to completion. And so you kind of want to have a constant set of workers that are always available, and if you receive a lot of load at once, you want to scale up to meet that load. And yeah, I could do that on one big large instance, but the CI runs are bursty, and so you don't want to spend a bunch of money on some compute that you're not using. So yeah, I could have a machine with 16 cores and 100 gigs of RAM or whatever, and not have to do any auto scaling or any of that stuff, and it would work great. The system would be much more robust than it is right now. But it would cost 100 or 1,000 times more than I'm paying right now. This system to run right now, essentially free. It's like a coffee a month, a couple coffees a month. Now it'll be a little bit more after I'm past the 12 month trial period, but then it'll be, I don't know, 10 coffees a month, something like that. But it's pretty cheap to run, and it'd be much more expensive if I did it any other way. But you're right, you're absolutely right. Big computer, you almost never need fancy ETL distributed data science bullshit. You could often just Xargs is pretty good at data science. You can load, honestly, man, I had this interview at Reddit in 2017, 2016, and man, the interviewer is such an asshole. He was like, oh, it did it again. I can show it on screen. Look, floating coaster. Okay, go over there. Legring00, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I had this interview at Reddit, and the interviewer asked me to design a system, and I get what he was going for. BVOQ, thank you for the follow. Welcome. He asked me to design a system where the key of the system was an IP address, and the value, I don't remember what the value was, didn't fucking matter. And what he was trying to get me to do was design a sharded database system. And I was like, yeah, I mean, the IP address space is actually not big data. Even if every person on the planet used Reddit, which they don't. It's, 100 million users or something like that. It's a couple hundred million users. Even if every used IP address, every available IP address, IPv4 address on the planet used this particular system, that's still only like a couple gigabytes of data. Like not a huge amount of data. It would fit in memory on my fucking phone. And he's like, well, what about V6? And then I was like, yeah, I mean, V6 has essentially infinite addresses relative to the number of devices, but you could still box that to the number of humans on Earth. And maybe they have 2 or 3 devices. And like, 8 billion times 3, not a very big number. That's like 24 billion. 24 billion times, I don't know, 64-byte integer. Maybe I can't fit it in memory on my phone anymore, but I can fit it in memory on like a M4.4XL or whatever. I can fit it in like 100 gigs of RAM. not big data. No reason to do a sharded data store for that. Especially with the access patterns we were designing in the interview. But he was not happy with that. He was not happy in any way, shape, or form, even though I had the math to back it up. But yeah, anyway, big data is bullshit unless you're dealing with like, terabytes of data. And then yeah, maybe you actually need those distributed systems and ETLs and all that other stuff. But yeah. Phone address would be the concern. Yeah, exactly. Which ones are good though? Program languages? I don't know, man. Perkament CI, ultra founder, and mega entrepreneur. It's true. Shrek GG says, have you tried Golang? I have indeed. I feel like Golang is the type of language where you want to treat everyone else that you're working with as if they're idiots. Because you can't write smart code in Go. You have to write everything stupid. And because you have to write everything stupid, you have to write a lot of stupid code. That's just the way you write Go. Literally every line is if error does not equals nil. And I'm not just exaggerating here. I'm not just shitting on Go. That's how you write Go. You just write if error does not equal nil. People have dedicated. I could change one of these keys on my keyboard to say if error does not equal nil, and then it would save me time writing Go. It's not just a meme. Although the generics in Go, I think that's going to be a good step. Although the syntax for it, I think, is fucking awful. And I know why they did that. They wanted to make the parser still be super fast. I think they're using an LL1 parser, and so in order to maintain LL1, you have to, not introduce syntax that would cause significant backtrack, and not be ambiguous with other syntaxes. So I get why they're going the particular route that they're going there, but I don't know. The thing about Go is I feel like it is a safer C, and it's not much better than that. Like you have to write code very C-like, where propagating errors is a continual return chain of instead of null, I guess it's still null. Object or nil is the same as null or pointer, but I feel like when I write Go, I feel like I'm writing C that has a garbage collector, which if I wanted C with a garbage collector, I would just write Java. Organ donor, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh my god, I'm 10 minutes behind on chat. Okay, we're gonna speedrun chat. Let's go. Japun Thong says, what libraries did you use to create your own text editor? Do you have the source code? Yes, if you do bang bammy, you can get the answer there. I used pure Python with curses, which is part of the standard library. Kimiko says, he committed to the Go language itself. That's true! I changed the type system of Go forever. Kind of on accident, but also intentional. C types in Go that are the same width are now the same type. They were not that was not true before Go 1.8? 1.9? Something like that. But yeah, I contributed to Go. Desu says, damn, those curves. Oh yeah, we're talking about S3, it's true. Gives new meanings to do androids dream of electric sheep. Ooh. Oh no, morning sci-fi. I thought about that twice, and then I was like, oh. As long as they're 40-pound sheep, right? Nashmaya, hello, welcome to the stream. Drinkable, yeah. Not like those beers full of rocks, yeah. Totally undrinkable rocks. Are you a professional dev? Yes, I have been paid to write code for the last 10 years or so. Somewhere like that. The beer label sounds like Japanglish we get over here. Welcome, it is truly is the best time for you two. Or, I do the ionized water to 2 of them a day. I love that. BBOQ says, where do you see Python in 10 years? And is there a good reason why it won't be replaced by another language? It seemed to me always like just another language, but it kept growing steadily. I don't know. I don't know if Python will last 10 years. I feel like it will. I hope that just-in-time compilers make Python much better over the next 10 years. I'm gonna make a bold prediction that CPython will be less relevant in 10 years. I don't know that that'll be true. I don't know if 10 years is enough for it to change. But I want to see it change, basically. Bear Cool Cow says Mooma. With the rustations in the chat. I like it, I like it. Are we on Marketplace yet? No, they still haven't approved me. It's fucking bullshit. You don't need any of it for data science. Data science is mainly single thread. There you go. Perfect. I was looking at the Kinesis Freestyle. Would you give a brief review of it? Yes, I don't struggle with ergonomic issues, but I like the keyboard. It's a good keyboard. I got it for free, so I'm a little bit biased here. If you do Bang Keyboard, I did a YouTube video, which is a more in-depth review of it on my YouTube channel, and I talk about what I think of it, why I got it, and how it works. But yeah, it's a nice keyboard. I don't know that I would pay the full price for it, but I think it's a good keyboard. I've enjoyed using it. So it was very easy for me to adjust to it as well. Something Redis, yeah, exactly. Your data fits in RAM, exactly. What IDE do you use? I don't. I wrote my own text editor. i3 Uzi. You do Bang Editor. Oh, Sarcastic Dante. How you doing, Sarcastic Dante? Has done Bang Editor for me. The kind of error handling is good. It is and it isn't. Like, it's explicit, but also it's annoying. My friend literally uses an IDE macro for error handling in Go, and that really shouldn't be needed. Yeah, exactly. This sounds like a rant after a couple beers. What happened here? I'm a beer and a half in. It's 6% though, so I feel like that's not so fair, or not so unusual. Not so fair? What the fuck am I saying? The most annoying thing is unused variables. Oh, because the compiler makes unused imports an error? Yeah, that is kind of annoying. Oh. I got a gift sub. That's why I have a notification. Java is slower, worse to write, and is more costly to put on prod. I mean, maybe. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. Having to comment and uncomment shit really slows me down. Yeah, I find that annoying to be too. Underscore equals unused variable. Yeah, there you go. The Kebab says this so much, at least from the experience I've had, the Java apps have used significantly more memory and have been more painful with the JVM versus running natively. I mean, you still have a virtual machine when you're dealing with. I mean, it's not a virtual machine. It's more like a garbage collector behind the scenes because it's not actually interpreting your bytecode or jitting your bytecode. There is the garbage collector though, which actually is an interesting point. Now that I think about Go, have I worked in another language that is not a virtual machine but has a garbage collector? I think Go is the only one that I can think of. But I guess you can have... No, C# is a virtual machine. It runs on the .NET IL. Sorry, I'm peeking into the future. DNL says data science doesn't require distributed systems, but sometimes the data science, especially running the data through, are improved with distributed systems when your data is tens of gigabytes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. When you have big enough data, yes, distributed systems help. But I would say that most people that are doing data science aren't actually at scale where distributed systems help. But yeah. Yeah, C# runs on CLR. But it does have a garbage collector. That's true. But we count Rust as a garbage collected language, though, more like an ownership collector. So when I talk about what I think of, what my brain thinks of when you have a garbage collector is you have two things. You have reference counting and you have a mark and sweep deletion. So like, and you have some amount of like runtime overhead where there's a place that you pause and you handle the deletion of objects. Rest doesn't in compile time. Yeah, Rest doesn't have a garbage collection. You can use a garbage collector. Yeah, that's true. If it can't resolve cyclical references, I count it as GC. You don't need reference counting for a garbage collector. Yeah, that's true. You don't, because PyPy does garbage collection, but it doesn't do reference counting. I don't know. I'm not I've never designed a programming language. I think about these things, but I also don't, you know, I don't implement them. So I'm maybe not the best asked about this, but yeah. You also don't need reference counting. Yeah, I read that. Rust does not have reference counting either. Right, because Rust has the strong ownership stuff, which is great. That shit's cool. Please write Anthon Lang. Yeah, I was trying to think if there's like a Python. I know there's like. I feel like somebody called me Pythony, like Anthony, but like Pythony, because the letters overlap a lot. But I feel like Pythony is not a good name for my language. I don't know. Pythorny. Yeah, to get Fernie in there. Yeah, exactly. Public static void main becomes hello. Yeah, exactly. Done. Shipped. I mean, you can use an RC pointer, but ownership means that it can figure out how long the memory needs to live. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The compiler knows. Compiler's smart. Swift uses arc. What does arc mean? Arc. Okay. Swift. Automatic reference counting. Okay, yeah. So it does use reference counting. Oh, I remember. Was it there was like a big change in Objective-C where you went from not reference counted to reference counted? Is that a thing? Or was that auto layout? I think there were two big shifts in Objective-C land around reference counting and layout. Atomic reference counting? Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the R and C stand for reference counting. It's reference counting, the more complicated kind of garbage collection. So the thing about reference counts that are really, really easy is when the reference count falls to 0, you can delete the object. You don't need to do a sweep. You can just say, it's 0, bye, gone, peace. You're done. You're dead now. But the things that 0 reference counts don't really solve is when you need to have cycles. So like what Python's garbage collector does in, I believe, in 2nd generation is, well, this is C Python implementation details. In 2nd generation, it traverses object graphs to find cycles and then, sees isolated cycles that have, essentially rings in them and then breaks the ring and deletes all the objects. Because as soon as you break the ring, the reference count on the previous object becomes 0, and then that one becomes 0, and that one becomes 0, and you cascade down to delete the entire tree. But you need to be able to detect isolated, unreferenced cycles, essentially, in order to do that. In a way, there's a series of types, Michaela, in C++, where you have reference counting when you're dealing with smart pointers and that sort of stuff. So smart pointers have a reference count, and as you introduce variable references to them, you increment and decrement a count. But those you have to be very careful. I mean, you don't have to be super careful, but you have to be careful to not have... Yeah, shared pointer, exactly. Shared pointer. That's what I was talking about. Smart pointer is shared pointer. You have to be careful about circular references there and like explicitly break them, because C++ doesn't give you the primitives to... It doesn't have a garbage collector, so if you make cycles, they won't get collected. Yeah, but shared pointers are great. Shared pointers are so nice. If you ever have to deal with pointers, don't use raw pointers. Use shared pointers. Use unique. Honestly, use unique pointer. Unique pointer is the good one, right? Unless that's changed since I did C++. Is unique pointer not good anymore? It's gonna say deprecated. Use this other thing instead. Smart pointer. Owns and manages another object through a pointer and disposes the object when the unique pointer goes out of scope. This is the one that I like, if I recall correctly. It's been a while. It has been... It's been 8 years since 9 years since I played with unique pointers on a day-to-day basis. If I recall correctly, they're pretty good. But anyway, pointers, C++. Alpine Alpaca says, does Python use deferred reference counting or is it immediate? C Python. It's let's see. I'm pretty sure it uses immediate reference counting because it's C Python. And you can actually show this. So C class C def del self print I go bye. No. So if we make an instance of C, now again, this doesn't necessarily show us the actual behavior here. But you can see, like, as soon as we reach the end of this function, this class is immediately garbage collected, which is where del gets called. So if we run this with PyPy, or PyPy, yeah. So interestingly, in PyPy, this object actually doesn't get collected. It shuts down the interpreter while this object is still live, which actually very surprises me. It probably, let's make this have a side effect. Because I feel like this does actually run. Huh. It just straight up fucking skips the destructor. Anyway. PyPy is not CPython, so PyPy has its own sort of dealio here. But yeah, in CPython, if a reference count falls to 0, it immediately garbage collects it. PyPy has it's like tracing based. I don't know. PyPy is complicated. I don't know the full implementation details. But yeah. Something like that. But yes, in CPython, it is if a reference count falls to 0, that object immediately is collected. It's the garbage collector really only comes into play when you're dealing with cycles. But yeah, good question though. Immediate as far as I know. Yes, indeed, Alexa. Indeed. Unique pointer is good. Unique pointer for owning pointers. Yes. You can build your own garbage collector in C++. It's true. It's true. Ethan says, oh, I just learned I'm going to have to use C++ for work. Oh, no. Oh, it's C++ 17. You'll be fine, though. It's not so bad. I actually think C++ greater than 11, as long as you adhere to the new things. Not that bad of a language anymore. Like, I would be completely happy. Yeah, I'd be happy writing C++ all the time. I think the only thing I would complain about is compile times. From a language perspective, I'd be happy writing C++. I think I could be happier writing another language, but I would be pretty happy writing C++. It's shorthand for owning memory. Oh, the Semantic. Hello. Welcome to the stream. You have a sub badge. Cool. Shorthand for owning memory, meaning a pointer that exists for a purpose of dynamically allocating memory. Yeah, exactly. You have destructuring and abbreviated template syntax and standard file system. Oh, standard file system was such a good addition. Before that, file system manipulations were awful in C++. You had to like rely on all of this platform-specific garbage. And standard file system is a fucking godsend. I don't care if the API sucks. At least it's standardized. I'm sure it's decent, but yeah. PyPy has a tracing GC only, I think, not just as a backup. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Printing is a side effect. That is true. That is true. But my thought was that it's possible that the standard streams have been torn down before del of this object happens, because the order of the... I didn't say this out loud. This is what I was thinking in my head. My brain was like, oh, I wonder if sys.standardout has been, closed by this point, so the print does nothing and eats the IO error because, I don't know. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, I guess I didn't say that out loud. PyPy, I think, uses generational/tracing hybrid. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know either. PyPy's default garbage collector is called Inc Minimark. It's an incremental generation moving collector. Rest iterators greater than, and then one of... Okay, I don't know what happened, what caused this, but this greater than is slightly above this one here. Like, I don't quite know what happened. Oh god. Stop. I don't know what happened here. Why is that one slightly taller than the other one? World may never know. But yeah. Yeah. MD Trodev says, I love pre-commit. Some fine words. I'm glad you like pre-commit. Is there a repo of awesome pre-commit configs? Huh. There is not. Not that I know of at the moment. Yeah, I don't know. There are not a list of good configurations. I know the config that I use, and I know some popular configs that other people use, but I don't... There's no collection of them anywhere. I'd be open to making a repository that, collects a list of, configurations that people like. But the thing is, and one of the kind of design principles of pre-commit is that configurations are often tuned specifically to the repository that they target. Especially if they start worrying about exclusion and all the other stuff there. Like, you might write a local hook that's very specific to this particular repository. So a lot of times, like, you can't just take someone else's config and make it work. That said, like, honestly, I think 90% of projects could take, I don't know, a code formatter, an import sorter, and a checker. Probably, for most people, it's probably black, isort, and flakegate. Like, those three things you could stick in a config file and work for most Python repositories. Now, granted, I don't really like black. I don't use isort. I maintain flakegate, so we'll at least use that one. For me, what that would look like is autoupdate, reorder Python imports, and flakegate. But yeah, you can probably take those three and just start with that, and that would be a good configuration for like most stuff. That would get you further than a lot of repositories have in linting. And would improve your developer experience a lot. But yeah. The Kebab! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I was watching Juice's stream the other day. I don't know if she's still here. She got like 3 follows in a row and was like, am I being follow-botted? I thought it was hilarious. But anyway. Your range-based for loops. Oh yeah, range 4. So good. So good. Desu used. Am I being follow-botted? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Mika says, Anthony, remember Maximal Munch. That's not great. What the fuck are you talking about, Michaela? What is Maximal Munch? Rest iterators are more like C++ ranges rather than C++ iterators. Familiar with it. ICTV, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. They are project specific, says Alexa. I guess pre-commit hooks, flakegate, MyPy, Black, and isort are common for Python. Yeah, exactly. Social Dependency says, what is pre-commit? You've come to the right stream. We gotta do .com. So pre-commit is a framework that I created. The idea behind it is you set up a configuration file which lists some repositories and tools you want from that repository. They might be linters or formatters or code formatters or any sorts of stuff. And pre-commit sets up Git hooks for you. This part is optional. You don't technically need the Git hooks part, but this was the original idea and kind of the original goal of the project. But the real shining point about it is it installs all of those tools in user space, so you don't have to manage a bunch of tools in a bunch of different versions for a bunch of different projects. It just does that all for you, and it runs those tools and code formatters against your files in your repository. It might fix them for you, for example. And that's Precommit, and I've built, a lot of formatters, linters, and such around this kind of core framework of bringing all this stuff together. But yeah. Palka says, regarding PyPy, GC moving, it collects most objects by copying them to another memory region. Generational, newly allocated objects are collected more frequently. Incremental, GC only runs for a short time and doesn't need to collect the whole heap at once. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like says, iSort really improved. It was really buggy initially. Yeah, it used to be really shitty. But yeah, now it doesn't need as much configuration. It can just kind of work. I actually work with the iSort maintainer at Stripe. They were the person that was like, hey, you should come work at Stripe. And I was like, I guess I'll interview. Sure, why not? But I actually can't... I can't look at the iSort source code because if I remember correctly, it is GPL'd. But yeah, I work with this dude. Social dependency, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Where's the little license thing? Oh! It has been relicensed. How did you pull that off, Timothy? It used to be GPL'd. What? Wait, am I making this up? I could have fucking sworn iSort used to be GPL'd. Am I losing my mind? What? Wait a minute. What? Follow bot. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, that's good. I love it. I love it. I could have sworn this used to be GPL. Am I wrong? The kebab says I'm real. I'm a real bot. Kappa. Welcome to the stream, the kebab. I satisfied. How you doing? Hello, hello. Night classes are killing me, but man, are the people there chill as hell. Chill as hell. It's good. It's good. It's good. Maximum launch. It's like greedy tokenization. Speechless pre-commit, says Lexi. Have you ever made a video showing how pre-commit? I have not yet. I want to do it at some point. I also don't want to do it wrong, you know? I feel like I gotta give pre-commit justice in a video. But yeah, I need to do that at some point. iSort equals time sort? No, it's an import sorter. Could have sworn it was GPL. I could have sworn it was GPL. I'm losing my fucking mind over this. I'll have to ask Timothy. I could have sworn it was GPL though. I like how Timothy doesn't use Vim. I'm pretty sure he used Vim just for this screenshot here, which is pretty funny. Hey, look, that's cool. But yeah, anyway, I could have sworn it was GPL. They force pushed an MIT version? I would believe it. I would believe it. Did PyCQA take over ownership? So Timothy moved it to PyCQA for a couple of reasons, from what I understand. I don't actually know. I did read the thread, but I've forgotten the actual resolution. But I think it was because Timothy, at the time, like wanted other maintainers and didn't want it to be in his own personal account. And so moving it to PyCQA was a way to invite other maintainers and allow other like more fine-grained control over maintainership. But yeah, I can literally ask him about it because I work with him. TimSort. Oh no, iSort is just an import sorter. I mean, it uses Python's sorted, so I guess it's TimSort under the scene, behind the scenes. But FollowBot says I'm a real bot. I mean, boy. Yeah, there you go. What about SleepSort? Oh, SleepSort is so good. Okay. Isn't Timothy the one who also made his own text editor? It's true, it's true. Yes, Timothy did make his own text editor. Okay, that's enough drinking for today. Enough alcoholic beverages for today. I'm cutting myself off there. That's where we're stopping on the alcohols. What the fuck was I even working on? Did I even get anything done? We're like almost 2 hours into the stream. I feel like I haven't done anything yet. I have more emails though. We can do that. Did you try the Nanobread beer? No, but I did try the Moore's beer, which is good. It's real good. Why in the world are you drinking on a Monday night? Listen, I satisfy. It's been a long day. It's been a long day. Don't judge me for drinking on a Monday night. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I mean 6 o'clock here, so. Flex on him. How did you get Flex on him? That's such a good name. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Understandable, Chair 10. I satisfy. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. If there's any day to drink, it's Monday, to be honest. Yeah. Exactly. It's fucking Monday. Why wouldn't you drink? And Ulint Edv. Lender from BitBank Yocto recipe files. I don't know what that is, but presumably this person does. Half shell, half python. More than half shell. Concern. But it looks like it's written in by then. Let's look at their pre-commit hooks. Cool. They don't need this, but cool. Seems good to me. Review, approve. It might be cool to add the Yocto file extensions to pre-commit / identify. Then you can utilize types instead of needing a files regex. Just a thought. Approve. Jmail, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, we got the high five cat. Okay, I give you a high five. Okay, we can have high five. Bash Bunny's here. Hello, Bash Bunny. How you doing? How's your Monday? Yocto. Yeah, I don't know what Yocto is. I don't know either. I don't know what BitBake is either. Or Oilent Edv. Don't know, don't care. Merge. You're in lecture right now. What the fuck? Aren't you in like... You're in Pacific time. How are you in lecture? Why is there a lecture at like 6 p.m.? I guess are you taking night classes? I'm learning nothing. Story of my fucking life. 6:30 to 9:30? Oh, that's abysmal. I could not do classes. I had an hour-and-a-half class once. By about, I don't know, 50 minutes in, I was like, sorry, lecturer. I'm gonna fuck around on GitHub for a while. Don't care anymore. Sorry. But yeah, I don't. That's awful. I'm so sorry. 3-hour lecture is. I don't have the attention span for that shit. I don't have the attention span for that shit. I can't. Yeah, that's not happening. Jmail says I made a website for projects. Can I share the link? Yeah, links are enabled. Go for it. Project had more than a quarter Python. They don't need any bash. Yeah, I don't know why they had so much bash. I'm kind of curious what their bash was. Do I want to know? Oh god, what happened here? Silly GitHub. I click on shell. Oh, it's their tests. I see. Why would you write Python, but then write your tests in shell? Okay, never mind. There's 20 fucking pages of this shit. What? Why? There's good Python testing frameworks, but they wrote their... Holy shit. These are all shell. Well, I mean, teach their own, I guess. Wild. What class are you in, Bash Bunny? My soul is slowly leaving my body. Straight dying. Christ. Online college is actual trash? Yeah. At what point do you have a life with that kind of schedule, right? ISAM says my Monday and Tuesday classes are 6:30 to 9:55. Ugh. Ugh. And it's 6:30 to 9:30 class in college for a general education class, no Wi-Fi available. Back before data was a thing. People really had. Oh. The longest lecture class I had was a movie class. And I still didn't show up. I showed up to all my classes except for my movie class because I knew I couldn't pay attention. Doug Grubba. I love that name. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. The real droid says, where do you search Python libraries? I mean, to some extent you can go to pypi.org and use the search there. I find that the pypi.org search is really shitty. Also, I don't know if it still works. I mean, yeah, I guess it kind of works. But what I usually search when I'm trying to find a Python library, I'll usually search for like whatever concept I want and then the word Python. And usually it'll come up from there. So like if I wanted, I don't know, Unix, domains, sockets, Python. That's actually something I searched earlier today. And then you can find someone's tutorial about them. And this is some old ass fucking code, so I would not trust this tutorial. Oops. I don't know, I think what most of these end up being like is like, you can use request socket. And I'm like, I don't want to use requests. What happened here? Run printf to see the mess. Then go to your bash profile to clean up the mess. Love it. Clean up the mess. You can post literal links in chat. JML, go for it. And if you trick me into clicking on W3 Schools, I get a beer and I drink the beer. So that's the game that we play in the stream. You trick me into clicking W3 Schools, we get a beer. I can show you the last time it happened because it was literally last stream. Anthony writes code/clips. I'm pretty sure this got clipped, right? Right. Yeah, here we go. This is Kevin Schellberg tricked me into W3 Schools. Ready for this? I'll put the link in chat. He's like, look, I made a Mandelbrot demo. You can look at the code. It's right here. And it was fucking W3 Schools. He got me. Got me so good. Yeah. And then we got a beer. Them's the rules. Gotta play by the rules. But yeah, W3 Schools. I take more courses, but then I literally have 3-hour lectures every evening, Monday through Friday. That's rough. That's so rough. The semantic says I don't go to my classes, just learn by doing the homework and the projects and reading the textbook. That's fair. Hey, what's up, Plasmorbs? Good to see you. Jay Perret says, good night, friends. Enjoy the stream. Well, thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you. Michaela says, you can do it, Bash Bunny. You have the bunny spirit. Red Team Medic, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Red Team Medic, are you playing... What's the game with hats? Team Fortress 2? Is that the one where there's a Red Team Medic? I feel like that's the game, right? Right. I don't know. It's been so long since I played TF2. English, even though I already have taken the English credits I need for a degree. But they didn't transfer my school. Oh, that sucks, man. Transfers are such a pain. Transfers are such a pain. Uh-oh, what is this? What do we got here, sarcastic nothing? Rewrite the test to use PyTest. Yeah, we'll give that an updoink. Bash Bunny says, I only like my coding and math courses. Those are the fun ones. Be right back, giving myself a manicure during lecture. Nice, nice. Send it. Mistulary, good to see you. Welcome back. The way you wrote it out was the sketchiest thing. Yeah, exactly. Gotta get through it somehow. It's true, it's true. Is this socket stuff you were looking at when you were doing Bandit? No. So, I don't know how much I can talk about this. There's some stuff at Stripe where in order to do anything interesting, you have to go through a Unix domain socket. And so I was trying to set up some of my tooling, and most of my tooling just assumes you can just make normal fucking HTTP requests, but no, that's not good enough. So I need to like route through this Unix domain socket to do my request stuff, and so I was trying to figure out how to make that work. But I didn't get it working, but I have like, I don't know, 2 pages of notes about things that kind of work and things that kind of don't work. So I have it working with curl. I don't have it working with Python yet. I need to write a bunch of code. Also, I need to write that code when I'm not doing other stuff that's important. So I gotta be careful about it because I feel like I should be doing actual work instead of, I mean, I don't know. My thoughts about developer productivity is if you're sacrificing product time to improve your developer productivity, it's always worth it. So if I say, you know, I'm going to take these 2 hours and improve my developer experience, and I don't give a fuck about what I'm not delivering during those 2 hours, like, I think that's worth it. But I don't know, trading that off can be tricky. Shaz Robot, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello, hello. Juice says, this game started when I clicked W schools in my stream. Did it though? I feel like I've always done this though. I feel like the first time I have I done this before? It might have been your stream. Yeah, we can say it's your stream, Juicebox Hero. We can say that your stream was the first one where I was like, she opened W schools, take a sip. But yeah. Buzzmorp says, I had a question I was thinking about that I'm sure you have insight on. Why do you have to import some Python libraries that ship with Python and not others? You have to import all libraries except for things that are in built-ins. Built-ins is magically available. Unless you're talking about import OS, for example, which brings along the path module with it. And this is because imports in Python are magical, terrible side effects. The import of the OS module causes the os.path module to be available. I have a minimal example of this somewhere. Import side effects. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Exactly what I want to show you. Okay, so we have this setup here, which package has init.py. It has mod2 and mod. Init.py is empty. Mod2 imports mod and sets x equal to 2. And mod sets high equals to 1. So if you do import package, you'll see that package.mod doesn't exist because we only imported init.py, so neither of these modules became available. However, if I had written code in init.py that imported either of these 2 modules, it would have been available here. You can see here that because I import mod2, that triggers an import of mod, and so now package.mod exists. But yeah, I don't have to put on this Peter. And that's because imports in Python are purely side effects. They are make this module available and assign some global variables, which is unfortunate. And at most times you don't really care about this. But yeah, if you're talking about some things being magically available, there is a built-ins module which has all of these attributes, which are always available. You don't have to do anything special to access built-ins. I think that answers your question, maybe? Jmail says find endlink.com. Is this your project? Is this what you said? Or I mute tab. Just in case this is W3 schools. Oh. This looks pretty. Show us the stream. Oh, what did I click on? Nope, we don't need to create a new page. Look at how pretty these things look. Oh, dope. The animations are maybe a bit much. I kind of like the color scheme. This is a lightsaber. It's actually just a lightsaber. Oh, can you... Oh, you can make it dance! Anyway. Kind of neat. I like it. Looks cool. That's this part is that repo doesn't exist anymore. Repo. What are we talking about? Quit buying build office? Oh yeah. Kevin deleted the repo right afterwards. It is super windy outside my house, and I can feel the wind blowing in through my air conditioning unit. Ergo! Hello, welcome to the stream. Do you happen to watch Ethos Lab? I feel like you might. Maybe. Just maybe. Should be real from Medium too. Yeah, I mean, Medium articles are usually garbage, but I feel like they're not 100% garbage. Dude Man says, I like that you recommended to yourself. Oh, did you see my GitHub homepage? No, it's not here. Yeah, like 9 times out of 10 when I refresh here. Oh, wow, we got 2 in a row that didn't recommend me myself. This one is me, kind of. That one's me. Usually it recommends Ace Atelier repos here. It's actually pretty unusual. Huh. There we go. Recommended me my own repository. But yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. For me, for reasons. Red Team Medic. Ah, yes, TF2, I was right. Oh my god, I'm so far behind in chat. Holy shit. Okay, we're gonna speedrun chat. Then I'm gonna go fill up my water. Yeah, then we'll go for a while. He's so far behind, yeah. Ron's VA says, any new Python packages you've been checking out lately? Not really. I don't really do much Python package stuff. I mostly just use standard library and a few other things. Bro, you follow Captain Sparkles? I do indeed. On Twitch. Juice says, you have no idea how many times I've fallen asleep while he watches Captain Sparkles. It's true. Secret Stripe stuff, trying not to break the NDA. Yeah, oh my god, I'm so far behind on chat. Satisfied says, I fall asleep to you. Oh lord, it's like trashes. I'm in the shower is happening again. You're right, Somersault. Nick HP says, is that a compliment or a roast? I forget what I was talking about, so it could have been either. The only fun Python thing I wrote is this. I haven't touched in a long time. AmongUsGIF.com. Oh man. I love it. That's great. I'm so glad you made that. Details. Doesn't answer my question. Thanks for sharing. Imports are whack deck. Indeed. Shaz is gonna go get dinner. Well, thank you for stopping by. Dude Man says I was talking about Twitch. Oh, did it recommend my own channel? That's crazy. That's kind of cool. As Marp says, I've been working on some black documentation for W3. Bet that would be of interest. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Hello from the future. Yeah. I like at this point, Anthon just accepts my simpage for juice. I don't know if falling asleep is simpage though. What is this latency? Okay, I'm just bad at reading chat. But ADHD, so some people says one thing and then I spend 6 minutes on it and I don't read chat during those 6 minutes. Yeah, it's hard. Anyway, I'm gonna go fill my water. I'll be right back. And I will see you in a sec. Hello, I'm back. So I realized that I haven't had dinner, so that's perhaps why the alcohol is hitting me a little bit harder. So we're gonna eat a banana! Is what I've decided. But yes. Oh god, now I'm super high on chat again. What are you doing? What's going on? It's because I'm a simp for Anthbox, you're in a simp downline. It's true, it's true. Now we can fill up chat again while he fills up his water. Oh yeah, if you do keyboard 3, dude, man, you can get my Stream Deck thing. Do the thing! I will. Galdium Arium, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so chat. Are you ready for the banana spiel? For those of you that have been here before, you know my banana spiel, but we're about to get the banana spiel again. So, many will tell you that the correct way to open a banana is from the bottom, because that's how monkeys open bananas. But many people open bananas from the top, because it is easier because there's a banana handle here. But I find that the easiest way to open bananas is from neither the top nor the bottom, but from the middle. So I break my bananas in half, and that is how I consume my bananas. But yeah. Anyway, welcome to Anthony Writes Code, where I open bananas from the middle like some sort of fucking serial killer. JetX, welcome to the stream. But yeah, thank you, Summersoft, for showing Dude Man my Stream Deck. He's not here because he's sleeping. I don't think so. Oh, Beldathis is sleeping. Yeah, it's true, it's true. Miss Joy says, welcome back, good to see. Anthony speedruns chat, it's true, it's true. Pop banana nut split, yeah. Right, the kebab, you play a dangerous game, it's true. I knew I shouldn't trust you. I know, right? Anthony kills bananas. I bet he eats burritos from the middle. No. I'm not that much of a psychopath. Fiddle out, and remember, if somebody's in the room with while you eat a banana, you must stare them in the eyes. Like that, chat? Like that? Some monkey smashed the banana in a way that kind of opens it from the middle. Oh my god, please no. Hey, what's up, K-Merc? Hello. And Carlos GMI, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Weirdly stares you in the eyes while eating a banana. Are you doing all the onboarding? I'm a month into work. I'm mostly done with onboarding now. Do you have blue eyes? Yes, I do. I'm mostly done with onboarding, for the most part. Kind of. I guess I'm now onboarding onto my own team, whereas I onboarded onto Stripe before. Anthony has eyes. What? But yeah. But yeah. Oh, I have a YouTube comment. I guess we can look at a YouTube comment on stream. Stupid copyright claims. Hey, for those of you that aren't subscribed to me on YouTube, do bang YouTube in the chat and go subscribe so I can get to 4,000 subscribers. Because I am so close. You could be the 4,000th subscriber. That's a good question. You stay there, banana carcass. Snow Lab that tries to adhere the OS specific standards as far as possible. That's not this for Go, but for not for Python. Yes, and Python is called Apters. It's called Apters. That's pretty good. No, I don't use it myself, as I said in the video. Mostly because I didn't know it when I wrote the boots in my library, my tools, my tools, and after that it would have been a breaking and annoying breaking change to migrate. And it was simpler without afters, so fuck it. Oh no, what did you clip, dude, man? Oh no. This is the banana clip? Have you finally clipped the banana clip? Oh no, this is me being super fucking creepy with a banana. This is actually pretty weird. Not gonna lie. Marty subscribed to you on 3,000 accounts. Oh, sads. Oh, we got a few of you. Got a few of you. Still not quite there, but thank you. Thank you for the subs. Appreciate it. I'll get there. I'll get to 4,000 eventually. But yeah, we read a YouTube comment. I don't remember what I wanted to do this stream. Does anyone remember? Did I say on Twitter what I was gonna do? On update day. I didn't have any plans. Shit. Well, you're welcome, universe. Enjoy your Anthonk banana clip for eternity. It's true, it's true. Oh, that set today is from old. That's from old. So bang YouTube, okay, but I'm punch drunk from being so tired. How's it going, Jake Harry? It's good to see you. Oh yeah, I had to prove that I got water, because otherwise people... Whoa, that was weird. Reverse me. Pete's Alien says, I love Python. And I'm learning, by the way, says I love Python also. Sounds good. Well, welcome to the stream. I run Arch, by the way. Yeah, there you go. If I recall, there was something that was really easy to do on pre-commit, so we're gonna look at that real quick. Oh, do you want drama? Does chat want drama? Do you guys want drama today? Everyone loves drama, right? Oh, I was in a bad mood this morning because of this issue. Are you ready for this? Ready, chat? Ready for some GitHub drama? Fedora lady was amazing. Yeah. Plasmorph says, "Oh baby, love some GitHub drama." Yeah, Python is cool. I don't see Python used for infra services very often though. Yeah, so when I say Python infra, I mean I'm building tools that allow people to write Python, essentially. Are you ready for this? Are you using a VM? Yes, I am. If you do Bang OS, you can learn more about it. But yes, I am on Windows and using a VM. And this is Chrome on Windows. Alright, you ready for this? Import error during build/test. Limburger commented 11 hours ago. And are you ready for this? We're gonna scroll up here for you, chat. You ready? Scrolling. Still scrolling. Poorly formatted output. Still scrolling. Didn't bother to use triple backticks. Still scrolling. Still scrolling. Scrolling some more. More. Notice that there was no, if we scroll back up, no preamble to this build dump here. Literally nothing here. No preamble. Just output. Scrolling. Scrolling some more. More scrolling. Keep scrolling. More build output. You get to the actual error message here. No module named edit distance s. Scrolling. Still, same. No module name, edit distance s. Even tells you what to run here. And made sure to put the command in the error here. Scrolling. Nothing. No preamble, no postamble, just here's a megabyte of unformatted output. Your package is built in correctly and the error message tells you exactly how to fix it. Because it does! It tells you exactly how to fix it. Mikhail Mioto Barbosa, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. They're like, we can't install with pip during RPM builds. There's no network available. We have edit distance available during the build. What else is required? Read carefully. Is this edit distance? Which is the module part of edit distance, which you could have said initially. Or you could have fucking read the output and then you wouldn't have done this. When a module is not found, it could be from an external module or a module that's a part of the current code base. Since I didn't see edit distance s, or edit distance for that matter, in required dev.txt, I had little to go on. Yeah, well, that's not where you put runtime dependencies. Since this project uses talks, and that's the file talks calls, I assume that all third-party dependencies would be called out there. It would be helpful if in dealing with people who are bringing you information with the intent to assist and collaborate. I don't think that was the intention here. The intention here was, debug my build for me because I'm fucking lazy. Treated them with something approaching respect. You should respect me before you ask for respect yourself. I will maintain this package in Fedora on an entirely volunteer basis. Cool, I don't care. You can't maintain it, like, don't maintain it then. I'd rather you not than waste my time. And while highly experienced with Python, do not have the contents of pipe yet committed to memory. Sorry, but I have zero empathy for your issue. You came to a project which has continuous integration setup, a passing build, and 100% coverage, and did zero research into your self-created problem. It would have taken you 2 seconds to look at the difference between your last passing build and a failing build, and it would have taken you another 2 seconds to read the error message and figure out that you have a dependency problem. Instead, you threw it over the fence and dumped a megabyte of incorrectly formatted output into my issue tracker. And I see this pattern over and over from operating system packagers. I'm sorry to lump you all together, but until you do a better job of researching your own problems, my views on this really aren't going to change. Since this project uses Tox, yeah, and maybe you should change your packagings to use Tox so this wouldn't have broken. Because Tox consistently installs your dependencies and then runs your test. That's the entire fucking point of Tox. So you have, you know, a deterministic testing build setup. That's what Tox does. That's its fucking point. I assumed that all third dependencies would be called out there. And in fact, they are. Right here. This is the dependencies. And that matches up with this. The extras here, which lists edit distance s. It would be helpful in dealing that you blah blah blah. I'd love to, but please put some effort in before you throw it over the fence. Respect goes both ways, and you're not earning it with your lack of effort to be collaborative. I help maintain blah blah blah. You don't need to have PyPI committed to memory to read error messages or look at package dependencies, and you need no Python experience to run git diff. I'll grant you that my initial port wasn't great. Excuses, excuses, excuses. But anyway. Yeah, that was why I was salty today. So. Blah. Oh man. Yeah, but anyway, that was this morning. That was me. I was not happy. My bad if this is a dumb question, or what's the point of donating to open source like you do, or you get paid or just learn? You mean what's the point of open sourcing software? Good question. Yeah, there's actually not that much benefit. I think the main benefit that you get from open sourcing something is clout and employability, because you can demonstrate that you've built something that other people can use. I think that's probably the biggest benefit, because I don't really make much money off open source. I have ways to receive funding, but people don't really sponsor open source projects unless they're NPM projects or they're huge. Even this thing, 6,000 stars. I receive less than, I'd wager, less than $100 a month for this, despite putting in, despite delivering millions of dollars of value, from, saved developer time. But I don't know. I guess you live and learn in that respect. But I'm hoping to take, this as a core and build an open source project or build a, startup around it. I've already built it. I just need GitHub to flip the switch so I can start monetizing it. But I don't know. It's a good point. Yeah, open source doesn't necessarily mean that you make money off it. And I've spent, thousands of hours building open source software and not received a penny for most of it. So yeah, it's a good point. Lazy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. HJKL says, do you program in any other language / work on anything besides Python? I work in whatever programming language I need to get the job done. Let's see. Do you want a laundry list of languages? I have a whole bunch of them. Again, most of it's Python. I write a lot of C++, C, JavaScript, Ruby, Go, a little bit of Rust. I used to write a lot of C#. I used to write some VB.net. I got started in PHP. That was some of my first learning and programming. I've written some amount of hand-rolled assembly. Ugh. A lot of SQL variants. SQLite, if you're gonna include that as a programming language. I know, a lot of stuff. But yeah, most of the stuff I do in stream is Python. I hope I can someday attain the same level of Python experience as this package container. You can! You just need to be able to read error messages that say import error and think, oh, an import error. I must be missing a package. Not that hard. No offense, but fuck that person, right? You got trolled? I don't think I got trolled. I think this person was just that bad. People venting on GitHub issues? Yeah. Will says, hey, Tony! How's it going? Good to see you. Hot takes incoming, 26 variable, says Lo. Yeah, anyone that just pastes a big dump of code and doesn't actually ask a question, yeah. They're the nerd equivalent of Karen. I love that. I like that. Reminds me of the AWS client issue that went on for 4 years about a one-line change. Oh my god, the kebab. Have you also... Wait, are you new to the stream? Because I feel like the words you just said there are too close to home. Too close to home. Let me show you some bullshit about the AWS CLI. Speaking of gone on for years without fixes and a one-line pull request. Let me just show you some bullshit. And this is why I will never contribute to an Amazon repository ever again. So, this is an issue, 3440. Opened in July 5th by myself in 2018. And I was like, hey, it would be cool. Oh wait, this is oh, this is the one that actually got merged. Okay, yeah. Where's the actual puller issue here? Wait, is this other Hayden? No, that's Halfdan, someone else. Yeah, anyway. I don't remember what the issue is, but I was like, allow the 5.1 release of PyYAML, because AWS CLI doesn't really care about the version of YAML, but they pin it for whatever reason. So I made a patch which enabled the newer version of PyYAML under not Python 2.6. Made sure to update it in all the places where it was necessary. Opened this in March of 2019. And 30 people were like, yeah, this is good, ship it. I pinged somebody in April, a month later, being like, the two maintainers at the time, hey, anything I can help to get this integrated? AWS CLI is currently preventing us from upgrading PyYAML. A bunch of issues got closed as duplicates of this. PyYAML had a vulnerability that couldn't be upgraded because of it. Another person was like, this is a great change. A bunch of upvotes. People, mentioning this in pull requests. Pinged another maintainer. Someone else is doing this. This was in May, so 2 months later. End of May, pinged some other maintainers. No one else is replying. June, nothing had happened. And then middle of June, D-stuffed. Took my fucking patch and then committed it himself. Same patch, well, essentially the same patch. They slightly did this a little bit different, but essentially the same patch. And just, merged it instead. And so I commented on this, and I was like, I've had this PR open for months. This is an adaptation of the PR that cleans up the logic so it isn't dependent on the ordering of requires anymore. And I was like, I'm a bit miffed, not gonna lie. This could have been a comment and an easy fix-up if that was a truly blocking issue, instead of ignoring my PR for months, then merging essentially an identical PR. Which just is fucking bullshit. But open source sucks, and people are assholes, so, you know what? Fuck them. But yeah, the kebab, that hits too close to home. I feel you there. Maybe I should just go to the issues on GitHub with ramblings and start correcting their grammar and sentence structure. That's almost study. But Dean Elspeth set the MOTD to, I'll grant you that my initial report wasn't great. Who do I need to beat up at AWS? I don't think they work there anymore. I think D-Stuffed got fired from AWS. So yeah, they don't work there anymore. Lucy says, what IDE are you using? I have written my own text editor called Babby. It is a terminal text editor. It's not that great, but it does what I want it to do. Here is Babby editing Babby. Look, it's Babby. It does syntax highlighting and keyboard shortcuts, and you can quit it like Vim if you really want to. That's not all Anthbunk. I feel like the open source is also a way of influencing standards, norms, etc. throughout the industry. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's definitely true. Open source can you know, drive the direction of how a technology moves, and that's important as well. You can't really place a monetary value on that though, so I don't know. But yeah, that's definitely true. A lot of folks build open source and then host it on a cloud for you, $. Yeah. Whenever I'm pitched opening up software, it's so whatever company I'm at can control the narrative, decide the standards. Yeah, it's true, it's true. It's true. Lizzie says, but what's good? What's going? Oh, it's boozy, buzzy, buzzy. Oh, that's a B. I get it. I get it. Buzzy. Okay, I can remember that. That's cool. Open source equals self-inflicted slave labor? Yeah, kind of, yeah. Have you ever thought about writing a language? Yes. But also, I don't know enough about compilers to properly do a language justice. If I could go back in time, which I can't, so unfortunately I will never be able to fix this for myself. If I could go back in time, I would have told myself to take a compilers course in college. And I probably also would have told myself to take CS, you know, a year earlier, instead of jamming it into 2 years like I did. But I wish I knew more about compilers. And maybe someday I will, you know, take a night class and learn about compilers and be able to actually do compilers correctly instead of hackery bullshit that I do when I usually need a parser or a compiler. But yeah, I want to learn more about compilers. And then maybe I'll write a programming language. I don't think I should write a programming language, though, because I don't know that I can do better than other people. Don't forget about all the karma you get from helping others. The world has a way of paying back. Yeah. Paying back with quality issues. No, it's true, it's true. I don't mean to be sarcastic about that. But yeah, it's true, it's true. Hacker News was talking up Crystal J. Crystal's really cool. If you guys don't know, they might be streaming right now. They were streaming earlier today. Where is X? Are they streaming right now? They often work in Crystal. Oh yeah, they're streaming right now. I don't know if they're doing Crystal. They're searching Winnie the Pooh on Google Images. But anyway, they work in Crystal, but Crystal's pretty cool. I'm new, but I will be around. Much prof, I'm sure. No way. Yeah. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way. Wait, how does it fit in there? If I could turn back time to the good old days, I would find a way. I would take back. Wait, I don't know, but I know what you were going for there, Juice. You were going for that 21 Pilots. Oh, you were doing Share? Fuck. God damn it. Okay, well then, rip me, I guess. I don't know the Share song. Walker Code says, I had the same thing with a few HashiCorp repos. Yeah, it's common experience. I'm learning, by the way. It says, would you recommend beginner programs to do open source projects? Yeah, you could do, yeah, some, I mean, I think open source is a good place to learn stuff as well. I actually have 2 videos that might be helpful. Explains open source. Is that gonna give us the right video? Yeah, so check out that one. And yeah, check out this video as well, getting started with programming. Those are kind of my two advice videos about what I recommend for learning stuff. Bori Mori says, I love open source drama. Yeah, I should just do like a weekly podcast of like, guess what happened in open source this week? What did you use to make Babby? Nano and then Babby. I used Babby to develop Babby after it got good enough to work on. How can you contribute to Python if you're not a big fan of it? It's the current poison. It gets the job done. Mewtwo is here. How's it going, Mewtwo? How are you doing? How's it going? How do I do this? Mewtwo also streams. Also is a programmer. Programmer. So you got Mewtwo. Bob says it almost seems like they have some BS metrics internally about closing out bugs/fixes that have been reported. Like, yeah, it's true. I definitely feel that, Kebab. Who said Jordan lost the angular emote? I can't make FAP anymore. Wait, he lost the angular emote? I guess because it's not his logo. You can just read a textbook? I can, but I'd rather go to a class and have somebody explain it to me. I feel like I learn better if I'm in a structured environment. If I just have a textbook, I'm just never gonna fucking read because I don't like reading. I don't like books. But yeah, it's just me. If I can just buy a book and read about it, yeah. I mean, I would need a reason to do it. Horny people have no place in this chat anymore. Oh no, Mewtwo. You could be horny in my chat, it's fine. Anthony's singing the wrong Turn Back Time song, yeah. It's true, D-Dells. I fucked up. Don't you know it's all about Lua? Yeah, we get the one index to raise. Nutri says, "Oh hi, Juicebox Hero, date me." Sorry, the FAP is gone. Yeah, rippy dippy to FAP. You need to play shares, turn back time next time you're over. I probably know the song. I just can't think of it right now. Let's see. She says, Mewtwo, I would date you, but there's that sweaty nerd that's always hanging around you that I would like to avoid. Oh no. Who also owes me $200. Yeah. Mewtwo says, do you edit your own YouTube videos? So, fun thing about my YouTube videos. I very rarely edit at all. I actually show you exactly how I make my YouTube videos. You ready for this? We start at this screen. So this was the video that I made Sunday, the last video I made Sunday. And then I jump to this screen, just with a transition. I talk a little bit about the intro that I do. And then I jump to this screen where I type some stuff in the terminal for a while. I just kind of ad hoc lay it together. And then when I'm done, I jump to this screen. Sorry, I picked the wrong screen. I jump to that screen, and I watch the timer tick down till 15 seconds have passed, and then I end the recording. So I do all of my YouTube videos in one take. I guess not all of them, like probably, I don't know, 4 or 5% of them. I will remember something after I've stopped recording and then splice it in. But yeah, I don't usually edit. But when I do edit, I use this software called Shotcut, which is a free, it's terrible. It's good enough for what I need it for. But it's not that great. It's very like low level. It basically has splits and transitions and muting, and that's what I use. But that's how I do my YouTube videos. They're very rough. I wish I could have. I mean, I can probably afford paying someone to edit them, but I don't know that I would get much more return out of it than just posting my one take ones. But yeah, that's how I make videos, and they turn out alright. But yeah, I don't really do any editing. I also don't edit my streams, I just upload those straight. I guess I do occasionally edit a stream where I'll take clips out of it, but I have like a crazy FFmpeg script that does that. And it takes forever, so that's why I don't do it very often. Amazon's a $2 trillion company, they don't deserve community PRs. Yeah, exactly. Moo true! Why do I feel like Jordy is so ADHD that the sweat pores can't focus long enough to produce sweat? What? Plasmorb says, how do you get the chat coming up in your shell? Does Twitch have a webhook? This is a chat bot. If you do bang bot in the terminal, you can learn more about my bot. It also can do something even cooler. Terminology thing. See, remember that fucking sunburst? I was like, yeah, this isn't gonna remember it. For those of you that watched the other stream when I did this last time, sunburst is back. Alright, nobody talk for a few seconds. Ready? Don't talk. Okay, now you can spam images. Spam emotes. Go for it. Do it. Show my demo. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Emotes in the terminal. Fancy. But yeah, it's real cool. I'm satisfied. I think you'll get timed out if you do it too much. Oh, I think you got timed out. Rippy dippy, I satisfied. But yeah. It is a chatbot that I wrote in Python because I wanted to learn async IO, so this was my excuse. Is that a Quagsire? It is a Quagsire. Oh, it's Jordan's Quagsire. Jordan has a Quagsire? Wow, I didn't really expect Jordan to be a Pokemon person. I guess you Pokemon into the Vape Vape Niche, so yeah, I guess it makes sense. We got his permission to be horny in chat. It's true. It's true, Juice. Michaela's in this chat for all the time, so we'll always have a horny person. Exactly. Break out the OnlyFans, yeah. One index to rule them all. Yes. There must be a script with some FFmpeg hackery. Yeah, I do have one of those as well. Bang bang bot. Yeah. Boring Mori says, sometimes my girlfriend gets mad at me because I'm watching her videos and not paying attention to her for extended amounts of time. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, what happened to Vape Juice Dump Truck? Wait. Why didn't that work? Oh, are you not subbed? Oh, it's VJJ. Oh, yeah, that's the old one. Are you on your phone? There you go. There's dat ass. The Vape Niche, the Vape Niche ass there. Moody Kitten says, how do you put the images? Uberzerk? No, this is an extension as part of Terminology. They have their own image protocol. I'm using the Terminology image protocol for this. This is so close to saying boobs, but like not. Details. I feel like I looked at this and I was like, oh, that's boobs. Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's not quite. But anyway. Yike. Silly Buttons. Hello, hello. Good to see you again. Dat ass. Yeah, I deserve the bong there. That's fair. That's fair. It's fair. That's completely fair. All right, we're gonna put it back to the normal one now. Guys, don't talk. Don't talk for a little bit. Okay, we're back. I mean, you almost got the. Is that a? Oh, it is a Captain Sparkles. I was like, Swick. That's gotta be a Sparkles emote. No talking. You can talk again now. You're good. Switched. The thing is, if you talk during the switch, it doesn't count towards your chat metrics. What is the command for that? Chat plot. Chat plot, I satisfied. There we go. You get anyone's plot of their chat metrics over time. Look at this upward trend for I satisfied, who had some crazy days in here. Did you only start watching me in end of July, I satisfied? I feel like maybe you took a break. You've been subbed for... Oh. Wait, no, that does work out. Wild. Summersoft says, I once wrote an access scheduling and titled it so the acronym was DAT-ASS. Oh. Nice. Nice. Sounds good. Okay, there was something in pre-commit that we're gonna work on. Not pre-commit CI, just normal pre-commit. But then I got distracted and we did drama because drama is fun. July 31st is the day I followed. I see. I feel like you've been here for longer than that. Wait, why is there F's in the chat for Sarcastic Dante's chat plot? Ooh. I see. You've intersected with 0. That's all good. I appreciate you being here, Sarcastic Dante. Yes, this one. Very easy to do. Bundled Ruby versions need update. Very easy. We do update. Because easy. Exposed, yeah. how does this work? Yeah, so the thing is, this is in the public modules. I don't know why this is in the public modules, so we're gonna move it. And this is gonna speed up the test suite, because we're gonna not test this code anymore. Are you entirely... Oh, you do have dependencies. Do we need you to have dependencies? I don't think we need you to have dependencies. I think we can move you. Testing. Make archives. I think we can get rid of all... Oh. You need a shebang now. User bin and Python 3. And we can get rid of all these dependencies. Import subprocess. Import shootel. Import temp file. And then we can use just subprocess.checkCall. Because this is not going to be run. There's no reason. I don't know why I made this a public module. There's no real reason for me to have done that. Temp file.temporary directory. We can change this to print. Fix the syntax error because I suck at parentheses. Where is the quid? Okay. Where does this output to? Oh, desk break my resources. Sick. And yeah, we had tests for this, and I'm gonna delete these tests. Cool. Alright, so we need to pick new versions of both of these packages. Oh, we can also make this faster by using depth equals 1. Oh, but we can't. Because of cloning a particular revision. Yeah, we could use the cloning utilities, but no, this doesn't have to be efficient. We're literally running it once. Alright, let's find a recent commit tag of... This hasn't been released since 2019. Do they not tag releases anymore? I guess we'll just pick a revision then. Code in public! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. What was this commit? This commit seems as fine as any. Literally a useless commit. But who cares? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We use 7. Oh, you know what? RBM probably doesn't need to change. Ruby build is the one that I need to change. So let's upgrade this to the latest tag. My guess is we don't actually care about the stuff after that. So there's A3F. Hopefully that's not a downgrade. I guess we could look at this. Oh, a purely numeric hash. Cool. Compare this to this. Is this one newer? Yes. Okay, so we don't want to downgrade that. Leave that alone. But let's look at Ruby build. Oh, this has a whole bunch of releases. Okay, cool. This one seems good enough. They're using an unreleased version there. Don't think this has seen any updates. Yeah, it hasn't been updated since 2015. Okay, so that one will stay the same. Wait, what did you get timed out for? Bad mod, worst mod. Can't ban me. Oh no, shit. Nice, nice. Are we gonna get Shutil and Schlex some schloppy schlop? Yeah, indeed, Michaela. There should be a model called Space Shutil. Suggested says, with perfect record, I already timed you out in January this year. How do you survive with no autocomplete? I don't know. My brain too smooth. Code in Public says, hey, what are we working on this evening? I'm just doing a little bit of tedium to upgrade Ruby. I know, my bang today is wrong. Set today, misc, open source, Python stuff. Upgrading Ruby in Freakmate. Oh, I typoed my own fucking project. God damn it. At least I didn't spell with a U. I think that's old, and we're just randomly doing awesome things. Yes, it was. Yeah, indeed, that was last stream. Microsoft is hosting the version of Basic from 1983 on GitHub. Oh, cool. Satisfied was cool, and then he got banned. What's up, Dota? Hey, what's up, Joe Haga? Hello, hello. Did you have RBM blocked? No, there's a person that I had blocked in the repository. I can guess who it is. Yeah, I know who it is. I know it is just from the icons. I know who exactly who it is. Or if you want that drama, actually, I think it's one of my most viewed videos on YouTube. Is about that particular bit of drama, but yeah, we're not gonna rehash that today. Okay, yeah, but we upgraded Ruby build. So in theory, all I need to do is testing, make, archives. Should run through those 3. And we actually don't update RBM. I need to have a what is the word? Deterministic tar file set up. I haven't done that yet, but yeah. I do wonder in a VBasic. Oh, is that the VB6? I've actually been looking for a VB6 compiler. So if they've open sourced that, that's great. Because I have some old code that I wrote that I don't have a way to build anymore. Without pirating VB6, Visual Studio 2003 or whatever. Which I could do, and then I'd have to run it on a Windows XP VM, and I'd have to pirate Windows XP, and like, it'd be a lot of work just to build some shitty software, just to be like, look at how bad my code used to be. But I want to do that at some point. Upgrade Ruby build. VB6 was fun, then VB.NET happened. I actually seem to remember it similarly. I feel like VB.NET was kind of a pain in the ass. Fun fact, it's possible to run VS 2003 and Windows 10. Really? Last time I tried it didn't work. So if you know how, join the Discord and send me a message showing me how to do that, because I would love to know better. Because I couldn't get it working last time I tried. Oh, I almost pushed master. Upgrade Ruby build. Yeah, told you that. Isn't Windows XP open source on GitHub? No, I don't think so. That'd be cool though. I assume a lot of the code in Windows XP is still running in Windows 10. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if there's 20-year-old code in Windows that's still working. Sol's 1848. Cool. Alright, well, I'm exhausted. I've had a long day at work and had a fun stream today. But it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream today. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. I'll probably stream another day this week. I haven't picked what day yet, but I will be here on Saturday, as always. So Saturday at noon Pacific, if you guys want to stop by. But let me do my spiel. My name is Anthony. I upload my previous content to YouTube. That's youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode, where you can find previous streams, as well as educational videos. You guys ask questions, and then I answer them in videos, so check those out. This week, there should be one per day, assuming I recorded them all. I think I have one per day this week, but we'll see. Vero S, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I'm very close to 4,000 subscribers, so subscribe on YouTube. Get the content there. Okay, I'll check out his channel. Okay. I announce my streams in 2 places, so if you want to stop by for streams, I announce them on Twitter. That's twitter.com/codewithanthony. So leave a follow there. And I also announce the streams on the Discord, so join the Discord. It's a cool group of people. Thank you, Michaela, for that one. Starbuck14, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. It's a cool group of people. There's a beginner's channel if you want to ask questions, and a bunch of smart people that can help you out, learn things and stuff. My own Sling, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by, and let's go find someone to raid.